Assalamualaikum and hello. My name is Alfidos and now I'm gonna explain the introduction of this project. Okay, a person's lifestyle is their way and style of living. It represents a person's mood, viewpoint, interests and behavior. A person's lifestyle may have an impact on how well they do in such situations. By analyzing their lifestyle, we will determine if they are good or bad at their job. For example, a sample survey is performed in this study to learn about the lifestyle of 150 students enrolled in a mathematics course. It is hoped that by the conclusion of this report, we can have a greater understanding of the variables that influence their final grades in mathematics, so we can make some preparations and suggestions to help them develop their learning and achieve a better grade in mathematics. So that's all from me. I'm gonna pass to the next presenter. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Navani, matrix number 280294, and I will be explaining about objective of our studies. For our research regarding students' math course, our objectives are to identify students' background, to investigate lifestyle of students who are taking mathematics course, and to observe how the students' life affected their final grade.
So the analysis we made related to mathematics students, to measuring mathematics students' study time based on gender, measuring students' absence based on students' gender, to analyze the students' first period grade based on the students' gender, to measure the students' second period grade based on students' gender, to analyze the students' final grade according to students' gender, to measure the home to school travel time based on mother's job, to measure the students' final grade based on internet, to measure the extracurricular activity based on student age, to measure the romantic relationship based on mathematics course student age, to analyze student health based on father's job.
For the first graph is to measure the mathematics students' study time based on gender. So the bar charts of mean score of respondents that spend time weekly for studying shows that the highest mean score is for female, and it shows that the high percentage of female spend time weekly for studying rather than doing other activity compared to the male student.
Based on the graph, it shows that male students have a higher mean score than female students. The mean score for male student is 5.20779228, while the mean score for female student is 3.9589041. This shows that a higher percentage of male students recorded absence from school compared to female students. The bar graph shows the mean score to measure the students' first period grade based on students' gender. The male students have higher mean score of 12.08219178 compared to female students' score, which is 9.6623376662. The reasons male students have higher mean score because they have higher marks with the core subject compared to female students. Male students perform better in first period grade that gives them higher score. The bar graph shows the highest mean of score is male student. It shows that male students are more intelligent in scoring second period grade, that they manage to get high score. From the graph, we can clearly see that the mean score for female student is 9.85714287, lower than the mean score of male students, which is 12.178082219, showing that female students' marks are lower than male students in second period. From the graph, we can see that the mean score of male students is higher than the mean score of female students. The mean score of male student is 12.1369863, while the mean score of female student is 9.766233766. So we can say that the males still charging in their math course.
For the sixth graph is to measure the home to school travel time based on mother's job. So the bar charts of the mean score to measure the students' home to school travel time based on their mother's job shows that the mother's job who are working at home has the highest mean score. among all others mother's job, which is help, teacher, service and other. It shows that the student who are their mother working at home is taking more time travel from home to school.
Mean score of using internet is 11.1627907. Meanwhile, without using internet has score of 8.6666666667. Students using internet have higher mean score, about 2.4 more than without internet. Therefore, we can clearly see that students that use internet have higher final grade compared to students that does not have internet. The students that have internet access can search for notes and study virtually.
For the A graph is to measure extracurricular activity based on student age. So, the bar chart of the mean score of respondents that doing extracurricular activity based on age shows that most of respondents do not engage in extracurricular activity because the mean score for them is higher than the mean score for students who are engaged in extracurricular activity. It shows that most of respondents has a common way of thinking regarding their extracurricular activity and they prefer to do other things rather than doing extracurricular activity. The 9 graph is to measure the romantic relationship based on mathematics course student age. So, the bar chart of the mean score of respondents that with a romantic relationships according to their age shows that most of the students have a higher mean score for those who did not have a romantic relationship. So, it shows that a higher percentage of students who are think that it is not necessary to have a romantic relationship while studying.
From the graph, we can see that father's job as healthcare related have the highest mean, which is 4.41666667. The second highest mean is as teacher, which is 4.0625, and the third highest mean is at home, which is 4. So we can say that these three types of students' father's job give the best health care to their child, making their child health is better maintained. The lowest mean is father's job as civil service, which is 3.486486,486, and we can say that father's job as civil service is not thoughtful to their child's health.
The conclusion for the report is that we can see more than half of the students are female students. This shows that female students are more interested in mathematics course compared to male students. This also impacts their final grades because female students are receiving higher score compared to male students. So, in order to address this issue, the Center of Foundation Service should provide more place for male students in order to centralize enrollment in mathematics course between these two genders. Also, we can see that 53% of the students who are taking mathematics course are 15 years old, which is more than half. And also, we can see that 40% of the students who are taking mathematics course are 16 years old. This shows that younger students have more time and more interest in learning activities compared to older students. Other than that, we can also see that majority of the students are spending 2 hours of study time weekly, which shows that they are spending more time on other activities compared to time that they use to study mathematics course. So, the Center of the Foundation Studies should inspire students to change their lifestyle by devoting more study time to the mathematics course in order to achieve higher. We can see that male students are more passionate and interested in extracurricular activities compared to female students. This affects their final grade. We can see that female students are getting higher score compared to male students because male students they devote more time on other activities compared to female students. Thank you.